As I see, a colony has grown even more somehow. Yeah, we're at 281 colonists now. I traded for Cadwell yesterday. I traded some medicine for Cadwell. I didn't need him, but fuck, it was an option, so why not? And then what else do we do? Let me get rid of this one. Hold on. Shadow Mech, can you just I want this to be deconstructed. Why is that not an option? Can't do construction. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Prilic, do you mind? No, she can't do it either. Tranker, one of you's got to be able to do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you do that. And then I want to build this differently. It's terrifying to see it growing even bigger than the giant number it was before. A little bit, yeah. We had a prison break before. We're only down to like, well, I guess we're down to about 8 prisoners now. Because, what's his face just joined. Penguin joined. But, yeah, I didn't mean to take prisoners, but I got raided by 145 people. And I'm like, why the fuck not? These people were okay.
Monkey.
Monkey indeed. You know, I don't have a monkey colonist. Out of all the names I've got, I don't have that. It's absurd. It's, doesn't make sense. I have, like, 3 snakes and a whole bunch of other groups. Who's down? Val, why? Sorry, mate. Can you rescue Val? Shizuka's coming, but what's your problem? Ah, yes, food poisoning. That's, normal here. If you don't have food poisoning in my colony at some point in time, are you really even in my colony? Sure as fuck not being fed if you're not. The tree plopped out of a bird. I was being like silly with that, Jelly. But yeah, essentially at some point I had a bird probably sit on like a fence or something like that, and it's just taken a shit and it's shat out a seed. And that's basically what's happened. So yeah, I remember seeing the tree start to grow. And thinking to myself, oh, I should pull that out. And then I remember getting really sick, which happens every so often, and I wasn't able to go outside and do stuff. And before I knew it, 6 or so months had passed, and the tree was like well and truly rooted, and I'm like, oh, it just looked like part of my garden. And I'm like, okay, whatever, it's probably one of my trees, I don't fucking know. And then it grew. And my god, did it grow. It grew so fucking fast. Before I knew it, it was the thickness of like a 2-liter Coke bottle. And I didn't have any equipment at the time that was going to be able to cut that down. So I couldn't do anything. By the time I got equipment that could cut it down, it was already like, I don't know, quadrupled in size. It's so thick that its branches are now Coke bottles. Now I need a proper lumber person to come out here and fucking lop it, you know? So, yeah. It's not helping. And it incites a whole bunch of screech birds every year. I have one of them in the front yard now too. It's a lot smaller, and I keep poisoning that thing. It keeps coming back. But I keep trying. I've destroyed it like 5 times, and it keeps coming back. So, yeah, eventually maybe it will die. I think I've got grow lights on all these. I have the components, but we'll see. Right, I've worked nights before. The amount of lawnmowers and leaf blowers. The leaf blowers don't really happen around here too much, which is nice. A lot of the people around here just don't seem to give a shit for that. But what they do seem to like absolutely lose their mind over is when their grass is like even slightly unkempt. And it's just like they fucking go feral over it, which is hilarious because I don't give a fuck about my yard, right? I used to mow it myself and stuff before my injuries and whatever. We even got like a mower and trimmer and stuff that I could start that was electric because I could no longer pull the ripcord. But I don't really go out there and mow much. I just don't give a fuck about it. My partner does it occasionally, but like, again, it's not really his problem to go and do. So, yeah. I don't know, he seems to care more about like how the yard is than I generally do. Because like if I touch plants, they normally just die. So I normally just leave them alone. I love how this cat's found kibble just randomly out in the yard. Good job, little cat. I just assumed Australia had birds that poop trees. I'm sure some do. I'm sure that there's a few, like, I understand that there are a few where the seeds only gestate if they go through the digestive tract of birds and are shed out. They go through digestive tracts of other creatures. They don't actually germinate properly. So that is the thing. I don't know which birds specifically, wouldn't be able to quote you it, but I'm pretty sure it's normally the birds that tend to eat seeds whole that do it. Who refueled this? We don't need that. That's outside. We don't have a roof on this. Oh, hold on. Holy fuck. Sorry. Fucking prove me wrong. That's fine. I'll back off away from that. That's fine. I remove a lot of the roofs on like grow rooms when it's spring, so I can save electricity and use it elsewhere. So I just thought it was open, but this time I didn't just bother. Well, the cat's name is Cat 174. So I clicked on Cat 272 earlier, but we have a few. Like, we're into the 500s in the chickens, 400s in the ducks. Sorry, thousands in the ducks. I guess 300s in the sheep, 400s in the panthers. Panthers keep dying though, so that number keeps like adjusting. The cows are probably the only one I don't have like a shit ton of numbers in. They're in like the high 100s. A lot of my muffaloes are out of base at the moment. They're in a caravan, so I can't actually tell you what they're up to, but the thrombos are getting there. Got a few. Keep Jules resource exhausted. That's fine. I'll have a look in a sec. We got a couple of guinea pigs. I don't know why they're in the 200s. I could not fucking tell you. I'm guessing it's counting from the very beginning of the game when we had guinea pigs. And I had a lot of guinea pigs on Salvation, so yeah. But cats, yeah, we've got into the 200s, 300s, nearly popping 4. So we'll get there eventually. Leave anything over there. Is it at least a nice pretty tree? No, it's not. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's like a grevillea or something, maybe. So in Australia, we've got like these 3 kind of trees that are kind of like, I don't know, the thing around here. They're all the same thing, basically. They're just different colors. So we've got like jacaranda trees, which are these big purple flowering trees. We have festivals and shit for them. We've got poincianas, which are like a red version. They're kind of pretty. And we got grevilleas, which are like a yellow version of it. And that's what I've got in the backyard, is a yellow version of it. I haven't seen it really flower, but it must flower and then seed, because I see the birds come in basically and go nuts for it. So I think they also eat the flowers. That's my guess. No jacaranda from Minecraft, they're purple. Yeah, so the jacaranda trees are relatively pretty. Like the really, really big ones are gorgeous because they're like a silver kind of bark that's smooth. And then the flowers and stuff, like most of the year it's green, just leaves. And then it drops all of its leaves and it flowers purple. And then it drops all the purple flowers, so just the ground everywhere is just purple. And then it just looks a bit dead for a little bit till it like grows leaves again. So that's kind of what it does. I only really like paid attention to them because I had a shit ton of them in my school when I was in high school. So I had the problem where I'd take a shortcut around the art block to get to one of my classes, and there was this drain of bricks, and I would kind of like slide down that and like run to my class and stuff, because I'd just fuck around until I had to actually go to class. And when it was jacaranda season, I always forgot about the flowers on the ground. So I'd come running around the corner and I'd go to like slide down the brick drain, and I'd just fucking stack it because I'd slip on the flowers and just like fucking go down the drain. And then like, of course I'd be covered in all these like mashed purple flowers and like, you know, the off like flowery smelling and shit, and have to go like the rest of my day in classes and crap like that. I did it every year. I forgot every single fucking year. But yeah, not the most pleasant thing, honestly. But I also wasn't the most graceful kid either. as usually like the person that stacked it on like next to nothing ended up with like, I only had like cut up knees and elbows and what do you call it, like grazes on my palms of my hands and all sorts of shit. So it was just kind of normal. I'd just turn up at the next class and I'd be covered in like random plant matter. My teacher wouldn't question it. There was the one year where it was really, really hot and I just decided to go jump in the school pool and go to my science class. And I forgot that we were going to be in the rooms that had air conditioning. And it was a really, really cold class. And the teacher didn't do anything about it because she knew that we were suffering in the cold. So she knew we learned our lesson for that. But it was nice. At least like some of the rooms had air conditioning. Kind of nice. So no. It's fine. The only problem was when I jumped in the pool, I didn't think of the shit that was in my pockets. Because a school dress had a pocket, and it was a zip-up pocket that would like disappear into the dress. And I had like tissues and a hairbrush and my pens and all sorts of shit. It was huge. It was like a fucking pencil case size. And I just jumped in the pool with all that crap on me. The only good thing was that, unlike my friend, I didn't have a mobile phone yet at that point. She did. Yeah, she got in a lot of trouble for that one. But it's fine. I think she eventually got a new phone. I didn't have one, so it didn't matter to me. I just like listening to the ringtones. You know, back when we actually cared that our phones had like fancy ringtones and shit? Yeah, I was back in that kind of era. I might move these over a little bit because they're not quite reaching. I'm up to about here. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like the trees and shit go, I don't really tend to notice or pay too much attention to like plants that much. Not because like I just don't like them or anything like that. Like I appreciate some like gardens and crap. I don't know. Since I can't keep it alive, and since if I do try to like touch it, take care of it, stuff like that, it dies. I'm like, I don't really see the point in like getting to know the garden, you know? Plus, our garden's pretty wild. Like, I've had an echidna in my garden. I've had a quail. I haven't seen a snake yet. I got blue-tongue lizards, which occasionally get into the house, and I have to catch them and put them back outside. They're pretty awesome. They just scare the shit out of me out of nowhere. They also scare the shit out of, like, my cousin. The one time he decided to, like, stay over and mow the lawn. And, like, here in Australia, if you see something that looks like a snake, you just fucking stop and back off because our snakes are aggressive. And he thought it was a snake. And I came over to have a look and I'm like, nah, that's a blue tongue. Let me grab that. And I just remember him being like, what the fuck? Because I was just like, I was fine with it. I'm like, oh, just let me grab that and go put it aside kind of thing. We have another gold seam out here too. My caravan's nearly home. This group should have finished all the trees. But I like lizards. I like lizards quite a lot more than a lot of other things, except for that fast cunt that kept getting into the house. It's dead now, but it kept getting into the house and like scurrying around all over the place. And I wasn't cool with that little motherfucker. He was a bitch to catch. But every time I fucking caught him, I'd yeet him back out into the yard and he'd come back in the next like year. And I'd just see something like lightning fast go running down my house. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I'd see the cats go like absolutely barreling after it because it's something running in my house. So I'm like, I have to go get that. This time it tried to hide underneath the bath mat. And we didn't know it was there. So it didn't survive this year. Last year, I should say. So no more fast lizard unless it's reproduced at some point, in which case we might have more fast lizards. We'll only know when we find them. Is that what Jake do? Except for Jake. Fuck Jake. I don't know what Jake did. I didn't have a name for the lizard. It was just a cunt, basically. Just a fast cunt. Whenever I'm like, I'd send a message to my cousins, I'm like, oh, the fast cunt's back in my house again. They'd be like, oh yeah, the lizard. And I'm like, yeah, that. They're like, okay. I'm like, have you caught it yet? I'm like, I can't. It's too fast. Whereas the blue-tongue lizards, they're now too big to get under the door to go all the way inside the house. So that is nice. That is nice that it doesn't keep getting all the way in. It just keeps getting stuck in the garage though. So I'll go in there and like Nick will have left for the day. So one of the car bays is empty, and I'll just see like this like thick motherfucker peeking out from underneath my car in the distance, and then like scurry away, and I'm like, oh god, it's in here again, you know. Then I've got to go and try to coax it out from under my car and try to like get it outside and shit so it doesn't die. But that one seems chill. It looks like it's just as unimpressed every single time it gets caught. Like, it's just like so unhappy that it got caught again and is being like put outside. But like every single time I like offer it some sunlight and then like put it somewhere nice and like hidden and stuff. Like, it's always a good experience. I just guess it just doesn't enjoy being like caught. That's mostly my guess. It's probably like, ah, fuck, here we go again. I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna get eaten this time, clearly. Like, that's what I assume it's thinking the whole time. Does that random plant matter? Well, terrible. I saw a tweet. We used to pay real money to get ringtones, and now my phone makes it any noise, and my day is ruined. I feel that way. So if my phone rings, and it shouldn't because it's almost always on silent unless I am listening for like a specific thing to happen. If it makes a noise, it causes an anxiety attack in me. So I don't really like it. But then again, I also get anxiety attacks and shit about making and receiving calls and crap. And that kind of extends beyond just my phone and stuff. Like, because sometimes I hear like my partner's meeting phone calls. Because like when he's working from home, sometimes he has to like walk off to go and do something in the house, and he'll just like put his headset to the PC speakers so that he can hear it and get back to it. And I'll just hear like this phone call go off. It's not even like a normal phone call sound. It's just like, you know, like a Teams meeting type thing or something. And I'm just like, burn it. Like even alarms and stuff like that, I hear those go off. I'm like, burn it, kill it. Like my phone, I only have a couple of alarms set on it, but I'm so sick of the alarm sound. But I also don't want to change it because I know I actually wake up to it, and I'm like, I hate it. I try to get it on the first like little blip, and sometimes I just don't make it in time. And this one, I used to have my old phone on probably like 3 to 5 minutes. You know when your alarm could go off for like 3 to 5 minutes so you have time to get to it or wake up? I've got this one like set to like 1 minute tops. I don't want to fucking hear that thing repeat, you know. I want it to make its jingle and then shut the fuck up if I haven't already, you know. That's how I kind of feel about it. That reminds me of how, what do we got? Cambush, ambush. That's got to be like right outside my base. Monkeys. Bloody monkeys. This is all that monkey fucking meme situation. Who have I got in this? I've got 20 people. We'll be right. Alright, well you guys hold the fort with that. I will get some of this. I've got, I think, Senma in this group, so we'd be right. I left, or actually, do I have Mal? No, Senma's already come home. Hold on, what have I got here? I got Lily and McJolly. McJolly can fight, but McJolly doesn't understand that a gun is used at range. So they often just like run in and like use the butt of the gun. I don't know what it is with my colonists. They're like, oh hey, I have a gun. Let me just like use the fucking handle part of it to like a club, you know. Actually, let me get Pumpkin up near the front. Pumpkin, Chimpanzee, John will be fine. Barotta's pretty solid. Ellie will die if somebody touches her. No, that'd be right, probably. Hey, Viking. Some pats. I'm just killing monkeys at the moment. What? Skiz is in a bad spot. Johnson, mate, can you move off? You two help. Okay, they've killed everything else except for that one. There we go. How you going, Johnson? Johnson's fine. He's just been bruised by a monkey. So that's a thing. You guys go and get yourselves some berries and crap, and we will keep going. Actually, there's a lot of animals here. Hold on. I need skins. Don't forget to peel your animals. By all means. They're good leathers and crap. Crucia's having a tantrum. Caravan battles 1. Sad Wanderer Augury. Slept in the heat. Where did you sleep? Oh, is that on? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Is that the only one on? Oh, yeah. No worries, Adam. I'll catch you around. It was good to catch you while I could. I think somebody must have lit one of the furnace thingies. Yeah, so usually, I don't know why, but a long time ago when I started playing RimWorld, I referred to the butchering station as peeling station and peeling my animals and stuff. Because when you look at what they do, where's a bolt of leather? Hold on. I'm sure they're fine. Like when you see them drop that next to the peeling station, right? All I can think of, it's like a leather roll up, right? They just like rolled that shit off and plopped it on the ground, and then you've got your meat and you got your leather roll up peel, right? And yeah, that's that's my game logic. Somebody out there is mortified right now. As mate, fucking move back. Move back, mate. Mate. Did you not understand the assignment? Fucking move your cheeks. Stop with the gun and move. Alright, hold on. Well, Ellie's in on this. Hold up. Guys, just fucking whatever works. You just downed Ellie. Oh, fucking Az. Hold on. She's got 6 hours. She might survive. We're pretty close to home. Hold on. Let's pop with that there. Do that. Chimpanzee mate, can you rescue? I'll fix everybody else up in a second. Alright. Now, Dally is in here. Dally should be able to heal. Dally's already tending to Az. Great. This is the point in why you take your healers with you. Johnson mate, how you doing? He's just bruised. He's fine. Fine. Alright. Well, that should be okay. Az should be okay. Because Dally's like one of the top medics in my entire colony, so I'm kind of glad they split up Dally and Kimmy, but Rose can also medical tend, so we're fine and stuff. If only I had enough points to say monkey again. Lol. I'll just leave a lurk if that's the case. You probably get enough points. I don't think monkey's that expensive. I feel like I made monkey more expensive because I had 1 or 2 people spamming it a long time ago. Monkey indeed. I think specifically when I had my, what do you call it? Maybe my community was actually called Monkey. I think that's when it was getting spammed a fair bit, because every time Monkey turned up, somebody spammed Monkey. But yeah, they're no longer with us, so that's okay. But we still have Monkey. I still enjoy the meme. I think it's fucking ridiculous. Alright, well this lot's basically doing kind of nothing. They haven't started hunting the animals. They have done all the medical stuff. They have done all the berries. Other caravans should be coming to them soon. Who is it this time? Huntsman. Should be okay. How's its health? On 9 hours. Vikings' paws are moving while they sleep. They're down to 5 hours. Huntsman maybe just back the fuck off. We'll get you to back the fuck off into the group. Because somebody will probably notice and start shooting, if that's the case. There we go. Don't hit Huntsman. Like, Huntsman might have been able to do it, but I would like to avoid having a couple of people be injured on this caravan. They are right next to home, and that's okay. There we go. Alright. What animals are left? Quite a lot. There's monkeys, there's ibex does, there's raccoons. They're gonna shoot my fucking animals here, though. I know they're going to. They'll do it. Go back into happily yawning. No. Can somebody please stop shooting at Az? That'd be really nice while they're already downed. Where's Dally? Up there. Alright, that's fine. He's getting more medicine. We don't have... I thought we did on this caravan. I thought we had... Glitter World medicine. To find it would be an epic feat, because we have 130 animals at least in this caravan. There's some medicine. Hold up. Drop that, mate. Alright, well, we'll have medicine on the ground here for in case Az needs more. Should be fine. They're probably going to be fine. They're definitely going to have an infection. That's for sure. Who's firing at what? It might have been down, actually. I love how they're just like, you know what? I'm going to shoot at this random squirrel. But I have no accuracy, so I'm going to, like, probably shoot one of your yaks. Because, yeah, it just happens to be running around in amongst it. If they shoot the boom wrapped, it would be the best time to do it because we've got rain. I'm literally waiting to see them shoot one of my yaks. They're doing okay to, like, mostly not hit them, but I know my people. Are you hit? No. Okay, well, they seem to be doing okay. That dromedary, on the other hand. Jesus. Where's the side lays? Was it lays down where I can tap? Please something both full flushes? No. Here's some pats Viking. I feel like I'm sitting on a fucking horse. That's the best way to describe my sitting position at the moment. Is that wood? Yeah. Yeah, I find a kind of comfortable spot on this footstool. And the only spot that was comfortable was like a horse sat fucking saddle position. Everything else ended up being like, well, it's still uncomfortable. But it's fine. I can deal with it. I imagine by the end of this week, like, I won't appreciate my footstool. That's for sure. Oh, this is steel too. I might as well get steel while I'm here. I can jettison a tiny bit of wood, and I'm pretty certain that we have had at least a half a dozen more calves in this pack, so I should have room for the meat and all the stuff. I'm not going to set up a peeling station for them. I'll bring them home. They're really close to home. So we've got some... she's a tortured artist. Should be right. Oh yeah, they're nearly finished doing all the bedrooms too. I'm changing them over to slate just because it looks kind of okay. And I think they're indifferent to the difference of it, but I think it looks like a tiny bit better. So, yeah. Alright, well, we've got 2 grow beds. We've got strawberries and we've got potatoes inside. We've got rice outside. I think I've got to set these things up to harvest, don't I? Does one... Did anybody with fucking hydroponics experience? Like, I kind of thought that they auto did this shit in some capacity. Hold on, let me get my whole thing. Oh, there's a walk outside. That's actually good timing to have spotted that. Okay. Alright, Xena, you have dimension. Was that auto did what? The hydroponics, I thought that when you plant them, that your people would kind of like, as soon as it was done, they'd come back over and harvest it, just like how you don't have to tell them to go and harvest shit outside kind of thing. But I found that I've had to like set it up to be harvested. Act like normal plants, yeah. Well, that's what I thought, but nobody was like touching it. To be fair, they might have been busy. I have a bit of crops, but yeah, nobody was touching these ones before, so... And I put them near the bedrooms with reason, because my people have to walk past them twice a day, so there was a chance that they were going to do it at some point. Where the hell is this next gold seam? I might have to send most of these people back. Hold on. No. Stop that. How are you guys going? All the animals are dead. All the things are harvested. Yeah, alright. Let me send you guys back. Yeah, some animals been breeding. Alright, let's get all the food. Let's get all the wool, the steel. I thought you guys deconstructed the urns, but maybe not. A lot of my animals look like they're rotting in our inventory. It's taking us a while to get home. A lot longer than I thought it was going to take us. That's fine. I'm going to jettison... The fox looks like it's rotted. That looks like it's rotted. The Megasoft also looks like it might be rotted. Pretty heavy. Give me that. I kind of would have liked to have taken more wood with us, but do that. It's not quite the 17,000 wood that we were going to bring home, but I don't mind. We're bringing home a little bit more steel. I'm okay with that. So yeah, you guys keep going home. When they get home, I want to basically like pack them up and send them back out. That's the idea. They haven't harvested the regular fields either, so they're probably just busy. They had a little bit. So they had down here, they harvested this, the animals ate some, right? And then they moved into like some